This is Miss Sunita Martin, who is a chemistry and biology teacher at Kodaikanal International School. She teaches MYP and IB chemistry and biology, and it is her fifth year at KIS. And so, Miss Sunita, how did you decide on your career?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to join with Johan Poncha. Like he's one of my favorite student who always asks reasonable questions, and his questions are valid one. So yes, as he asked now, my passion is science, and so I just wanted to put my thoughts into more into biology, and wherein I'm more interested into chemistry as well, because uh, chemistry with biology is more interesting. That's my idea. That's why I have chosen biochemistry as my major subject, where I was happened to read about more and more biochemical reactions which is happening in the biological systems, as it is more related to the medical sciences, and it is one of a paramedical course even. So that's how my passion was being provoked with science, and still my career is going on with science, and I'm enjoying it. And to more to say about my passion, in the sense like I've been teaching from all levels from ninth to 12th, and this is my present career. Previously I was an associate professor in a university where I used to teach postgraduate students in biochemistry, and as well as to guide some philosophical students, that is MPhil philosophical students, in their projects. So that's how, and every incident what I see around me, I see in a lens of science, through a lens of science. So that's quite interesting for me. So that's how I developed my science interest.
That sounds amazing that you are following a
Mm.
passion for science. And so, what are the career opportunities for students who are studying science in chemistry and biology?
Okay. So I would like to first talk about what is the career options, that is which you see it for chemistry here. So chemistry here, it is, you first option is chemical technician, where you can take up a role of chemical research chemist here. Okay, and you can perform some studies in the lab, and it is also been accomplished with monitoring equipment and using some techniques to help in specific research task. Okay, and many companies, they look in for this position because they need technicians to operate such high efficient machines there. Like some companies like GE companies and hydrochem companies, they all recruit all this research chemist positions. Okay, so chemical technicians, that's one of the main position there. And next is toxicologist. So toxicologist here, it is, they are responsible for testing out various blood and tissue samples here to detect any presence of pharmaceuticals, poisons, and alcohols which has been taken into the body there. And sometimes you will be asked to work in forensic science department. Also, you have some job opportunities. And next is water chemist. So actually I want to share my experience here. Like, don't think what is going to be tested in water, because water is the basic component for every chemical what we are producing. So water chemist is a very very responsible position there, where you have to monitor and study the presence of chemicals in the water here, sometimes water purification process and collection of water, analysis of water, which has to maintain with a balanced ecosystem here. And and actually you get many job opportunities in government sectors too. Okay, many pollution control boards, they need a water analyst chemist there to check the level of water contamination from every area. And next is analytical chemist. Analytical chemist is one kind of job opportunity there. Like you will be required for toxical examinations and developing pharmaceuticals and forensic problems there. So you can either work in a particular lab or with any organization, okay, or any forensics and toxicology department there. And synthetic chemist is one of the job where you are supposed to create new material, actually, in the field of manufacturing, food beverage, and pharmaceutical companies, they need the synthetic chemist, and healthcare companies also, because you are the one who is going to give you a new formulations for the new products here. Okay, so the synthetic chemist and the analytical chemist together, they prepare the formula for the particular compound there by analyzing the structural analysis and all the three-dimensional analysis of a compound. They introduce those chemicals into that formula there. Next is quality control chemist. So quality control chemist, this is a very important department in all the companies, because they are the one who is going to continuously monitor the use of materials and the production of those materials, whether it is satisfying all standard qualities there. Okay, and especially typically in pharmaceutical companies, they require this science people there, especially chemist oriented people here, because they used to keep on testing new products and evaluate the products, everything before coming into the market there. Next is organic chemist. Okay, because those chemists are the one, they will study the materials that contain carbon. Okay, we have different, in chemistry itself we have different branches: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry. So this organic chemist, they work on the background of carbon. Okay, they used to perform many different scientific studies here to identify and the applications of materials which is relevant to carbon here. And those like many different professions, like they employ this organic chemistry as chemical engineers. Okay, and also they are being wanted for the pharmacology area too. Many labs, they require they recruit this organic chemistry. Then next is hazardous waste chemist. Hazardous waste chemist, because as I told you, in every state you have a pollution control board, and for every area you have a pollution control board, because those people, they, this hazardous waste chemist, they are responsible for continuously, regularly monitoring and managing the chemical pollutants, not only with earlier I told about water, but here it includes all chemicals, not only with water. Like they work on with all the chemical pollutants in both in air and water here. And they ensure that their quality department is, they are adhering to the rules and regulations there, and so that they manage the hazardous waste which is coming out from their company. Next is geochemist. Geochemist is one of the um, wanted area, like people, like they choose this because those people, they will study the appearance, movement, and the effect of chemical compounds of the earth. Okay, so, and this has a lots of opportunity in aerospace. Those companies, they'll be working on, because before they launch a satellite or something like that, they will be calling up a geochemist to to study about the distribution of compounds present in the space and also in in a specific planet. And then they will start making up, building up their aero materials there. So this is one of an interesting area where the chemists are wanted. Next is oceanographer. Oceanographer is mainly researching for marine ecosystem. Marine ecosystem, let us, they have to study the sea floor geology and ocean life, and also water compounds, everything which is related to the chemistry background. And this has a high opportunity in all the navy and all the government sectors too, like oceanographic research. Next is material scientist. Material scientist, here it is, now you could have seen many synthetic chemicals are around us. So that synthetic chemicals, for that production of synthetic chemicals, you need a material scientist who works under the background to analyze both natural and man-made items here. For example, polymer chemist who works with plastics and bring out the new material with polymers, a new kind of polymer here, a combination of two different chemicals. So that could be used in either in the field of textiles or in the manufacturing field or anything like that. So it could be used in a different areas like ceramics, flooring, everything. Okay, so people looking for material scientist. And next is chemical engineer. Chemical engineers, you know very well, they work at different level here, and they collaborate with mathematicians, biologists, and as well as they develop some new products here using chemicals here, like which is all being used in all the field like pharmaceuticals, food, fuel, everything. And pharmacologist is one of the interesting field, because when you take pharmacologists, like they are the one who study the new and the existing drugs in the pharmaceuticals here, with, and also they should also study the effect on humans and animals too, and for which they should know the structure of an compound, where it is all been by structural analysis, structural activity relationships between the chemicals there. So the chemist plays a very vital role in bringing out all these compounds to be in a good relationship, and then only they can make an drug safer for the people there. And finally, like a chemistry teacher, like how I'm teaching you, so like I'm the passion, like why it is chemistry teacher, in the sense like when you know all these things only, you can put everything into an teaching profession there, and you make the students to understand the importance of chemistry in a day-to-day life and their applications in their day-to-day life here. So I prefer the chemistry teacher as the last option here, but when you have all content, all knowledge about all these factors only, they can ensure and transfer an effective knowledge to the students here by lecturing, by through some tests, some projects, and some more. Yeah, did you get that, Puncha?
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Ms.
Mm.
Sunita, and thank you
Yeah,
for getting to scope of the career opportunities available in the field of chemistry. And good luck on your work,
okay.
Miss.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It's nice talking to you. Have a good day. Bye bye.